Hello everyone, how is it to visit Disneyland on your own, where you're not even a real Disney fan, and as an adult?
This video is all about my visit to Disneyland in California, where the magic started for Walt Disney, his very first creation of a park. In another video we will be diving into Disney California Adventure, the newer park, but here we will discover how Disneyland is for a first-time visitor, for someone that isn't even the biggest Disney fan. How would you make most optimal use of your park, and what are some of the mistakes I made as well? So let's start our day by where it all started, a very early wake-up time.
It's 6:45 in the morning. On a budget way you always take a hotel just a little bit outside of Disneyland, but still walking distance. So this hotel is around $220 a night, Hyatt place. Walking distance, 25 minutes walk to the park, and they told me to be there an hour before openings time. Park opens at 8, meaning I'll be there at 7 and hopefully have some of the first attractions without any queue. And then yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's open till midnight, so it will be a very tiring day, I guess, but a good way to recover from your jet lag. So it's 7:30, park is open, and I've decided to go to Indiana Jones first, and then for Pirates of the Caribbean, hopefully to skip some of the crowds now early on, because some of the other rides, there are some single rider lanes as well, so for me being on my own, hopefully benefit from that as well.
It is great to be this early. There are no queues yet and you can really tick off some of the attractions that are closely located to each other. Indiana Jones was an amazing dark ride, taking you through the tombs and raid one of the treasuries inside the tombs. Then there's in the same area Pirates of the Caribbean, another more calming dark ride, taking you through the pirates' caves and treasures. If you're lucky, you will even spot Jack Sparrow. And the Jungle Cruise is perfect for kids, especially when you have a good and humoristic guide on your boat, explaining all the wildlife that you're passing by.
Great, we're good and efficient today. 1 hour in, 3 attractions done. With Indiana Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean and the Jungle Cruise all located nicely to each other. And normally they have like 30 minutes wait during the day, so it's good to do that in the morning because you're immediately in, immediately out, no waiting. Nice car passing by, but so far so good. And let's head in to Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland contains Buzz Lightyear, a shooting ride, Star Wars tours, which will change in themes now and then, and is a 4D ride showing you some of the best scenes of Star Wars. Then more of the highlights are Space Mountain, a dark roller coaster ride taking you through space that has a single rider's queue, and maybe secretly one of my favorites, Finding Nemo. I didn't do Autopia, where you can drive a car.
I feel like the little child is coming back in me. Like, Finding Nemo was surprisingly nice. Like, it takes a long time to board that attraction, even though the waiting time is not that long, just to get on and off. It's quite a while, but when you're in there you just have this little window looking into the ocean, going on journey with Finding Nemo. Like, it really brings you back that childhood memory. So next hour we managed to do also Star Tours and Space Mountain, and I ordered some food now through the app, which I should be able now to just go there and pick up, so no waiting time there. And then the Matterhorn just behind me is just back in service, so first time to check out the single rider's queue, because I wanted to try that Space Mountain even though the queue was low. But at Space Mountain it opens at 10 o'clock for the single rider's queue, and yeah, we'll have here the first kind of characters in costume as well. So let's get some food and then go on the Matterhorn.
So yes, make sure when you visit you have the Disneyland app installed on your phone. Besides monitoring queuing times and plan your day in that way, another important feature is to order food in advance. You can select the slot when you want to pick up your food, and when you're near the area, you will let the app know you're there and they will send you a message that your food is ready. This can save you sometimes a lot of time by avoiding the queues for food and drinks.
So that mobile order queuing queuing system. It saves me a lot of time if you saw the queue. Just over there. But let's try out this Mickey Mouse raspberry macaroon type. Wow. The flavor is good. I have the Matterhorn version as well, which is I think more coconut flavor, but this one is really, really, really nice.
From lunch it is time to visit maybe my most highly anticipated area of Disneyland, the newest addition to the parks, and for some the sole and only reason to come here. But does it live up to its expectations? Let's explore the area, Star Wars Galaxy Edge.
Wow, this whole decoration and this whole Star Wars part of the Disneyland. It's amazing, the whole decoration here, and then Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. That's an attraction. It's another world apart. Make sure you time your queuing right. Like my time was only 30 minutes queuing time. It can go up for 1 hour, even like 1.5 hours if you're unlucky. But keep tracking the app during the day. But it's like those magnetic rides in a thing, but like it's not. There's a lot going on in terms of thrill ride, but the whole decoration, the effects, it's really from another world. I think I just start to notice the beauty of Disneyland. Like, it's not like Universal, the wild rides, but instead you have just a more quiet, magical experience, and things are very nicely decorated. As I said, Star Wars part is extremely nice. But then this Winnie the Pooh ride, which is more dark ride. Not sure what's going on there. Like, the people that built this dark ride, like, did they get some psychedelic drugs or something? Like, it got a bit crazy in the end with all the colors that was going on in Winnie the Pooh's dream, but instead it's a very interesting experience, I would say.
In the meantime, we are hitting the 3 PM mark, and so far my day has been going very efficient. So what is still left for me to do until the park closes at midnight?
It is 1 o'clock now and it's much busier as when I just came in. Wait times have gone up. I did all the musts already at this time, so that's a good thing. All the things that I wanted to do, I've done them already. And I was just walking around a little bit, doing some of the smaller rides, the ones that are now currently dropping in wait time, because like those are more meant for children, so they're like currently slowly going down in wait. And just enjoying the beauty of the park, I would say.
Then there is the original area where Disneyland all started, Fantasyland, where you can get into the castle with some great displays that tell, in this case, the story of Magnificent. But most importantly, when you do the dark rides here, such as Snow White, Pinocchio or Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, you have a really clear idea how this all started and what it must have been like to visit the park in the early days. The rides didn't change at all, and compared to, for example, the new Star Wars ride, following the same logic, a lot has changed. But it definitely didn't lose its magic, and that would, I think, be even more obvious when visiting with little children. A great attraction to check out here as well is Storybook Land Canal Boats, showing you miniatures that are explained of the different storybooks. But from here, after having visited It's a Small World, with the most annoying song that starts to irritate you during the ride, it is time to visit ToonTown.
Man, Mickey's and Minnie's Runaway Railroad is also definitely a dark ride. It's one of the newer ones as well. And what they do nowadays with all the projection and 3D animation going through the whole thing, it's really, really remarkable and definitely worth a visit when you're here. Make sure again, monitor the app in terms of waiting times, because it can go up to like 70, 90 minutes even, but luckily I was there, it was only 30 minutes.
Now we have done almost all the attractions. Let's find some food.
It's good that I'm not a food blogger, because Jesus Christ, the prices here are really like the Disney tax on top. I paid that was like $20 for a small rice, that's the smallest portion of rice I've ever seen, and then 2 skewers. Flavor was good, but the price, can't really complain on the other hand. The day's nice, the sun is still nice, and we're enjoying our day. But yeah, don't come here for the good culinary food.
The only couple of things left to do was, for example, to ride the Great Big Thunder Mountain Railroad and of course watch the fireworks. I debated a very long time of where I would like to see the fireworks. The classic area is right in front of the castle or on the shopping street overlooking the castle. Instead, I went for the It's a Small World building. The projection of the story and show is the best visible on this building, and you have a great overlook on the fireworks where it isn't that busy. But all in all, if you are a first-time visitor to Disneyland and you aren't a Disney fan, don't let this turn you off. You will still enjoy all the magic and the rides, even when you're on your own. And in this way, a one-day visit is more than enough to do every ride.